All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the No Contest podcast. I'm Max Brodsky. I'm here with Nick and Jordan, and we're going to talk some MLB today. We haven't talked MLB in a minute, so it's nice to get back and talk about our favorite teams. Both of us, New York fans, all three of us, just opposite. So I'll start with Nick. How are we feeling about the Yankees right now, just in general?
We're a little mixed feelings. We're on the up and up, I feel like. Coming off a hot streak. I think we're what, five in a row we've won, coming off that sweep of Cincy and now looking to do some more damage here tonight. They're in a rain delay right now as we speak,
Yeah, I
in the
know.
Bronx with the Orioles. But offensively, I think we're looking pretty all right. Giancarlo will be back soon. And a miracle happened. I was
Stops.
sitting at the race at the All-Star race in North Wilkesboro, and what I thought I would never see, it happened. Aaron Hicks was finally DFA'd, and we got Greg Allen back, so I think that's a huge upgrade. And now it's going to be come down to a battle of who makes the roster of Willie and Jake Bowers. When Giancarlo comes back, one of them is going to have to go, and it's going to be an interesting stretch here because I think our offense is heating up. Pitching, I'm a little worried. The staff is Domingo. We don't need to talk about. Garrett kind of got rocked around last night a little bit, but the pen, Canley will be here soon. I think Rodon will be here soon, so I think we're in a decent spot here.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think we're in a decent spot. I don't know. Rodon coming back, I'm not too worried about our pitching. I think it'll shape into form by the end of the season. We're third right now in a loaded division. The division is absolutely loaded. I mean, we're going to be one of the wild card spots probably. The Rays are just too good. I don't even think the Orioles are going to be able to catch up to them. So realistically, like I honestly think we're going to be aiming for a wild card spot. That's the tough part. That's the part I can't get over because we're a team that in another division is competing to win.
I disagree. I think we still have a shot at the division. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm looking at the standings right now. We're only 5 games back. After this hot streak,
Yeah.
they slowed up. We're 5 games back of first. The Orioles are 3 games back. We could go on and win the next 2 games, be a game back of them. And I mean, Tampa gave up 20 runs last night. I think their best is behind them, and I mean, all it takes is one down month and one up month from us, and flip the script. And this division's still up for grabs. It's still way too early.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. The Orioles are,
They
are
played all
insane
their.
though.
They
I
beat
don't.
up on they beat up on their first month of the season when they were making that miracle run, man. If you look at who they were beating up on, like wait till we start playing them. Look, we just finally played Cincy and look what happened to them. Like it's gonna start adding up and it's gonna start leveling back out. Clearly the AL East is the best division in baseball. That's, no, you can't debate that anymore. But like, I think it's still gonna level out a little bit within it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely. I think we're in a good spot for sure. I think we're in a good spot. All right.
How about
Faber,
them
what are
Mets
we?
though?
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say Faber. What about those Mets? How are we feeling?
Let me just go. This is actually a good time for this podcast because the Mets are actually playing well, so it's fine. But I just want to say, you guys didn't even bring up the fact Garrett Cole is majorly declining. Cy Young Cole, no more.
He had a one
Yeah,
bad game.
you could kiss
He,
that
he
one goodbye. Just want to throw that
he's
out there.
still fi- he's still 5-0
Doesn't
with
matter.
like
He's
a
not winning.
sub 4 ERA.
He's a good pitcher, but he's coming back to his above average ways. Not no, he's not a star, or he's not DeGrom or anything. Don't get it twisted.
I
But
don't know why
anyways,
we have to talk about the Yankees when we're talking about the Mets. We don't
no,
affect your season.
no, I'm just commenting on
Uh-huh.
what you
Uh-huh.
just talked
Go
about.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to talk about, all right, I'll talk about the Mets because, we're a better team than you guys. We really
Oh,
are.
ho, ho,
I know the
ho.
record doesn't say it right now, but right now we're playing with heart. We're literally the 2022 Mets. We're coming back from games. Our offense is having clutch hits. And what's different is about this year is the young kids coming up. Brett Beatty, Francisco Alvarez, and Mark Vientos. I mean, you can't say enough about the impact of those guys, especially Beatty and Alvarez. I mean, holy cow. I mean, dude, these guys are going to be studs, complete studs. We have a logjam at catcher right now, and with no Omar Narvaez, Tomas Nido. coming back from injury, and we have Alvarez on the roster, so we don't know, and we have Gary Sanchez, so we don't know exactly what we're going to do. But Alvarez is making it impossible to call him down. And overall, the Mets are in a good position, not for the division. Well, we're in a good position because the conference isn't that strong. We're gonna make the playoffs. I'm not worried. We'll get into the wild card worst case. The Braves are a powerhouse, and it's not going to be easy to beat them. But they came back from a 10 game deficit from us last year, so you never know. I think just like Nick said, I admit the Yankees have a chance at the division. The Rays, I mean, listen, they're a good team, but they're overperforming. They're a good team. The Yankees have a chance at the division, but so do the Mets. So,
Yeah, I think the Yankees have a bigger chance at the division than the Mets just because I think the Braves are that good this year, which we are going to talk about later on. But uh yeah, I don't know. I think that division is like the Mets have a shot 100%, but I think Senga's going to have to step up. I think some of the other guys are
I
going
mean, he
to have to,
did. I mean, he's
step
pitching.
up.
He's saying he's pitching tonight. Last game, he had 6 innings, pitched 12 Ks. We've seen him.
Yeah.
We've seen his ceiling. I mean,
I'm not a Senga hater. I've got him in fantasy.
yeah, he was a three-time strikeout champion in the Japanese league. This guy's for real, two-time All-Star. I mean, he's a rookie, but he's got success in a very prominent league.
I'm
He's a
all for it.
yeah.
I'm all for it.
No, I like Senga. I'm the first one to admit I like Senga. I don't know. He was a little inconsistent when he started. You see these Japanese pitchers that come over, they come over and they start getting wild, and then I mean they kind of like settle into their form.
All,
They just need a little bit
all.
of time.
They need a little bit of an adjustment period. I think everybody does. I mean, I don't know if anyone out there is following Trevor Bauer, but
Yeah,
he's getting shelled his last couple starts over there in
the
Japan
Ducks.
because he doesn't know. They're just, the way they hit there, it's different. They slap hit everything, and he's used to. Well, he won a Cy Young in a league where guys are looking to drive the ball far, and that's not what the league is over there. And
Well,
so vice versa, like they're gonna have to make those adjustments.
he also didn't pitch for a few years, and
No,
he's
100%.
got his mind up his ass right now. I don't know if the
He
league is really
does,
expecting.
bro.
Let's just be real. He's
You're not
not
wrong.
thinking about baseball completely.
Mm-mm. No, Trevor Bauer is an idiot, honestly.
Yeah,
Do you
he's
watch
pretty
his
dumb.
vlogs? Do you watch his vlogs?
I do here and there,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen like a few of them.
Yeah. He's an
Yeah,
interesting cat.
Yeah,
definitely a different kind of guy.
Hey, starting pitchers, man.
have you ever seen that guy on TikTok? The
Pitchers are
guy,
weird.
who's the Asian guy who like just fucking hits
Oh,
bombs? You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, yeah.
I can't think the
Eric
JUCO
Sim.
Bandit or or whatever it's called or
Oh,
something like
Juco,
that.
yeah, Eric Sim. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. He trains with him and
Yeah.
shit. Like that's how
He
you know
hits
he's crazy.
tanks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. But they're fun. They're a funny crew.
Yeah, it
I kind of
is.
fuck with them.
It is definitely. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so we're kind of gonna shift into who we think is the best team in baseball right now. So I'm gonna start with Faber. All right, who do we think is the top of the league right now, the best team right now? The list it could be fluid, like Stephen A. says. The list is fluid. Just keep it fluid. But right now, as we speak, best team.
Well, I think that, there's a couple of clear top dogs. You got the Dodgers, you got the Braves, you got the Rays right now. But I gotta go with the Braves. And I'm not just going for it because they're in my division and I've seen it firsthand. I mean, that is a big part of, but they just got guys after guys after guys. Max Fried's on the IL, he's going to come back. They have Wright on the IL. They have guys hurt. What I'm trying to say is they're stacked, and I just think that last year they proved that when the Mets could step up their game and win 101 games, they were able to win 101 games. They play to their competition, and there's nobody who's better than them. No team.
Braves are the best team in baseball.
Yeah.
Are they?
Braves are the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers could be right there.
I mean, they
They're
have guys
just
stepping up like James Outman and stuff like that, who they didn't have last year. But I think they lost a few pieces that. are gonna kind of screw them at the end of the day.
I think they did. I think you're onto something 100%, but they're still the Dodgers, and I
Yeah.
mean, I think they're gonna have to get. I think it's gonna come down to the ALCS between them and the Braves again, as usual. I feel like. I mean, maybe it's not that every year. It's just kind of how I feel like it's always someone versus the Astros on the American side. So, yeah, I
Do you
think the
really think the
Dodgers right
Astros
there
are going to be back?
always find a way.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, yeah, they are a few games behind Houston. I'm not sorry, not Houston. They're a couple games behind Texas right now, but I don't think Texas is going to hold it up. Their offense is out of this world, 100%. They might have one of the best offenses in baseball, but their pitching staff,
Nathan
not
Eovaldi.
there.
You see Nathan Eovaldi that he's so overperforming. There's no
He,
way he keeps this up. There.
their staff is good, but I mean, I don't think they've got a great pen. So I mean,
Yeah.
their
Well,
starting rotation can only get them so far, and their offense. I mean, their offense is going to be great, but let's see, if they can keep it up for a full year.
yeah.
Um, I think Houston's proved that they're there for a full year, so I think they're like it's inevitable that they're going to be there. Um, but then, yeah, I think right now, speaking, I don't think Houston's in the conversation. I think it's the Braves or the Dodgers right now. Um, or then you would have to say the Rangers over the Astros right now. They've got a better record. They're ahead of them in the division. I
And the
mean,
run differential is crazy.
yeah, I mean they have the best in the league, don't they? It's
Hmm
112. Yeah, it's actually insane. I'm
Yeah,
looking at
they
it right
just
now.
passed Tampa Bay.
Yeah, that's their offense. It's incredible. They're finally
Hmm
having bounce back years from guys like Simeon, and now
I
Seager's here
was
to.
about to say Simeon is just he's an insane player, one of the most underrated second basemen in all of baseball over the past 5 years. I mean, he's in the key, him and Altuve and guys like are the two best, but then there's guys like McNeil, Edman, but he's proven to be one of the best second basemen in the league. What I'm going to say about the Rangers is they're not going to win anything without the health of Jacob DeGrom. Let's just be real. Maybe they could get to the postseason. Maybe they could win a wild card round or whatever. But if you want to win the World Series, you need a number one pitcher, and they have one in Jacob DeGrom. But is he going to be healthy during that time period? Right now he's injured, and it's going to be all about getting him ready for the postseason. It's a hard line to balance by let's get into the playoffs and let's preserve him for the playoffs. Right now the Rangers are playing well and they're in a good position where they don't need DeGrom as much right now, like the Mets last year. And DeGrom was able to get healthy for the playoffs, and you saw the potential of what happened. He dominated in the one game he
Sure.
played.
They got to get him there though.
Yeah.
Can the Rangers get him there? And I will say we were talking about the Astros, and I am looking at the last 10 games. There's two teams that are 8-2 in their last 10. Do you two want to take a whack at who those two teams are? If you're not looking at the standings and you're cheating,
I'm
I
not.
was
I'm
looking,
not.
but I
I'm
really
not.
didn't see who.
I didn't see either. Fine.
Cardinals, they've been,
the Cardinals is your guess.
yeah.
No.
There's there's two
Baltimore.
teams.
Cardinals have been hot. Or who's been eating?
Well, I assume
Baltimore 6 and
Houston's.
4.
I assume Houston's one of them
Houston is one of them.
because you brought it up with Houston.
Yep. Good guess. There's another team that's 7-3 that we were all. There's a few teams that are 7-3, but there's only two that are 8-2. And we were talking about Houston's, and I'm gonna have to give an honorable mention to the other
Oh,
team
wait,
since
I'm
we had
dumb.
guessed
I'm
it.
dumb. Wait, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. The Yankees.
Who is it? There we go. There
I'm
we go.
dumb. I'm
I
so
think
dumb.
if we're
We've been hot
talking right
lately.
now, man, I think they have to be in the conversation with the Astros too. Like 8-2, winning their last five. Their run differential, I mean, it's not what it was. It's not what the other two are, but sure. But it's what have you done for me lately? And lately you've been pretty consistent, pretty hot. So
Let's see if your
gotta give the
pitchers can
boys a
stay
shout
healthy.
out.
Let's see if your pitchers stay healthy. You need Severino to stay healthy.
Sevy's back. Rodon's coming back. Canley should be back soon.
But
You know the
is Rodon
the
coming?
horse the horses are coming. So let's see what we can do.
Yeah. Let's shift back. Let's shift our focus a little bit back to what Faber
Back
was
to
talking about earlier in the Braves. And let's talk about Ronald Acuna a
sure.
little bit. He is probably, in my eyes, the best player in baseball other than Shohei Ohtani. He does everything on the field for you, and he's really aggressive on the base pass, which I think really separates himself from a lot of the great players in the league. What do you guys think? Is he the best player right now, not named Shohei Ohtani? I'll start with Nick.
He's got to be up there. I mean, he was one of those guys I said was going to be a bounce back player of the year, possibly most likely an MVP coming into the year. He was one of my picks for sure. He came into the year last year a little bit banged up. He was coming off the IL to start the year and everything. This year he had his spring training. He had a little bit of the WBC to get warmed up a little bit and back ready to go because he was obviously, banged up last year. And he's not an old guy and he's pretty young, so I figured, it's going to be a good year for him. And I mean, he's proven it to me. So I think he's got the potential for not only a 30-30 season, but I could even see him doing a 40-40. Even, I mean, screw it if we're
Bro,
going nuts. Let's see a 50-50 season. Yeah, let's see a triple crown 50-50 season. Some crazy, crazy stuff. Because I feel like he's one of those guys that. 10 years ago we were having this conversation about Mike Trout. I think Acuna is the next guy that we're having that same conversation of is going to be a generational talent. Sure, Tatis is great, Harper's been great, Judge has been great. I really think Acuna is the next guy. He's another stud center fielder. He's got all five tools, and yeah, Otani's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but if we're gonna exclude him, I think Acuna's got to be right there.
And personally, I think that's what has made Mike Trout the best player in the league for the past who knows how long, is the fact that he has been that five-tool player that can do absolutely everything on the field. There are deficiencies with guys like Judge and all these other guys. No matter how great they are, their ceiling is always so high. Anybody with five tools, all right, you can steal bags, you can play defense, you can hit, you can do everything. All right, they're valued way more. That's just my personal opinion. Faber, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it's without a question. Ronald Acuna is easily the best player in baseball other than Otani, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, he's batting 340. Okay, he's Luis Arias mixed with um
Aaron Judge.
Freddie Freeman. I
Aaron
mean,
Judge.
eh, eh, not Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge has way more power, but
I
this
think Acuna's right there, pound for pound.
Do you see these
100%.
bombs he hits?
Listen,
He doesn't hit baby
Dude,
bombs.
no, no, you're right. He is up there, but I mean Pete's the top, but that's besides the point.
Pete's got 100 pounds on him.
Okay.
Always got to make it
But
about the
yeah,
Mets.
it's fine. Acuna is one. I'm telling you, a Brave is the best player in baseball than Otani. This is not about. Ronald Acuna has 20 steals. He's batting 340 with 11 homers, 40 runs, 30 RBIs. Dude, he has like the top stats in every category. There's no one even remotely near him. Remotely. It's Ronald Acuna, it's Otani, Acuna, and then Judge, and then whoever. Seriously, that's really it.
I respect that list. I'm surprised from you, Faber.
I respect it.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Pete's close
But
too. Pete's under those guys, but he's right there too. I want to throw him some love. He's right there.
that's fair. But yeah, there's just not one piece of Acuna's game that is not top of the league.
It's just his health. That's his only question mark.
It's the same as Trout. It's that I genuinely believe, like when I said that, when I made that comparison, I wasn't joking. I
Yeah.
really think he is the next Trout. We were having that conversation of is Trout the best player in baseball for many, many years, and then a kid named Ronald Acuna came along, and everyone said, "Hold on a second, there's someone else out there that we can talk about."
Yeah, and there's so many
Sure,
good
sure,
guys.
Otani was there too, but we're not talking position player, outfielder, center fielder. Center fielder, shortstop are always looked at as the guy on the field, captains of their infield, outfield. Do you
He's a
disagree?
dog. He's a dog. No, you're right. You're right.
100%.
That
All right. Let's shift focus
We still
to
can't see
the
you, by the way.
Orioles. Let's go. What? You can't see me?
Still can't see you.
Let me leave again.
You're good. Oh, I didn't mean to. I mean, there's like no other way to. No conversation, in my opinion, about
My
Acuna. Like it's
connection's
so
my
clear.
connection's
yeah.
been
He's
just
just
good. been pretty good lately.
It's
I don't know
not, but
why
it's not
it's
like he's
bad.
going to be like he already is like a goat. Like it's not like he's becoming one. He already is one. It's just like stay
Old.
healthy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the Orioles a little bit. The Orioles are playing probably the best baseball they've played in years, right? I mean, this is it's been a while. So I really love what they
2016 maybe.
have. Yeah, I mean, they are arguably the best team in baseball. There is an argument to be made. They have great young players, and I don't know. I personally love watching them. I think they are a really fun team to watch. I just kind of want to hear your thoughts on if they can continue this amount of success or if they kind of need a few more years. What do you think, Faber?
Well, I mean, they are a great team, but I think they are a little bit ahead of schedule in the sense that I don't they're not ready to win it all. They're just not. They don't have enough dogs on offense. Yeah, they have the young stud catcher and they have other good guys, Jorge Mateo and Gunnar Henderson, and then they have solid role players, Adam Frazier, Austin Hayes, but they have no dog, like they have no dog. And then their starters are just all like really horrible, like horrible. And they're not. It's not sustainable in the playoffs. In the playoffs, you need good pitching. They're not going to win in the playoffs. They're just not. They're a good team, but I don't think the Yankees are scared of them. I don't think the Astros are scared of them. I just don't think so. I really. You saw last night. Perfect example last night. What the Orioles are up. They get to Garrett Cole and then boom, they blow it. Like, how do you think that feels? They get to Garrett Cole and then lose the game. If the same thing's going to happen in the playoffs, if you're getting to Garrett Cole and losing the game, you're not going to win the playoffs. I'm sorry.
See, I'll step in, and I do agree that the Yankees and Astros and them are not scared of the Orioles. I do disagree. The only thing I have to disagree is that they don't have a dog.
Well,
That catcher that you
yeah,
Rushman is that dog. Like I said with Trout, we were waiting for someone to come up and
Buster
pass him. I
Posey.
think I think between Posey
no, yeah,
and then after Posey, the only stud that we said is the guy right now in the league was possibly, I mean, Salvi, whatever, but in my opinion, it was JT. I said JT
Yachty,
is
Yachty,
but Yachty never had the bat. JT, and I'm talking about is the guy. Catcher's got to be able to swing the stick and play catcher.
Posey,
Posey was able to. JT's able to.
yeah.
But now Rushman stepped up. He is number one catcher in the league, and that is not something he's in the conversation with Joe Mauers with Buster Posey, and he's in his rookie year, second year. He's a stud, and their future's bright there. But I do agree heavily with their pitching needs to step up.
But he's a catcher.
Um,
He's a catcher.
that's a huge position, dude, and that's a big piece into why their young pitchers have been overperforming
That's true.
is because they have a stud behind the plate calling the games, and they know he's got their back, and he's caught those guys when he was in the minors, so he's used to those guys, and they're comfortable with him. And I'm a big believer in the O's. I'm honestly very interested to see how this series goes. I've watched very closely for that reason. I think it could come down to us in the playoffs, and maybe even face them in the wild card series. Who knows? Um, but yeah, their pitching's got to step up, and I think that could be their growing pain. But I think their offense is right there.
Yeah, I love what the Orioles are doing. I love watching them. I think they're really fun. I love the series with the Yankees and the Orioles. Last night's game was really fun to watch, especially with Judge hitting a homer in the last inning. Um, but let's switch back to a former Met. All right, somebody I'm not sure Faber's feelings on actually, but let's talk about Jacob DeGrom. And he got hurt again. He's on the IL again. They put him on the injured list. Well, is he the biggest what if in baseball history? Like, what do you think, Faber?
Well, I mean, it's how you define what if. I mean, he played 7 years of greatness, and there's some guys that I looked up and I saw because I saw we were doing this was you know they 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 were guys that didn't have really as much success as DeGrom in the MLB, but they could have. You know what I mean? DeGrom had proven success in the MLB, Hall of Fame success for 5, 6, 7 years. So I don't think he could be considered the biggest what if. However, what he could have been the top one. I would say maybe the greatest pitcher of all time. Really, if he stayed healthy every single year for 15 years, I guarantee you he's the greatest pitcher of all
Well,
time.
that's a
So
what if.
in that way, he's a what if, but he's not the biggest what if because he's had a lot of success and he's still on a fringe path to the
Did we
Hall of
lose
Fame.
everybody?
No, we just lost Faber.
Oh, okay.
I would say some
Just
guy
you
like
guys.
Bo Jackson.
I don't think
Maybe.
it cut out.
Would you say?
No, no, no. You cut out, but I don't think the video itself actually cut out. So keep talking.
Oh, I was just saying. My last point was, I think someone like Bo Jackson or Kyler Murray, something like that. That's more of a what if than Jacob DeGrom because I think Kyler Murray, if he chose baseball, could have been one of the greatest players ever. I mean, do you see his talent? He's
Russell
like
Wilson.
Russell Wilson. I mean, they're bigger. I think those type of things are bigger what ifs.
All right.
I'd agree with that, and I think I kind of have a spin-off on that as well. There's what I mean, this might be me being a Yankee fanboy and, my baseball love and my love for the game coming for some of the old school stuff. So I thought back right away to some of those older greats that lost years of playing time of like, what if they didn't have to go off to the war? What if they
Okay, that's a good way to look.
didn't didn't lose years that way? Some guys like I think who is like, Ted Williams and some of the Yankee greats that had lost years to the war that they still were winning batting titles and stuff in between and when they got back and when they went and you know what I'm saying, so they were able to go not even think about baseball, went and defended the country and then came back and then did it again. So like that to me is another what if and is incredible for all of those players that but that's their own conversation in that era. um, but yeah, I mean, he's got to be right there in one of the biggest what ifs if he could have been healthy. But this is also something that we knew was a problem with him. I've been talking about it for years. He's far past the average time that a player has to get the Tommy John again. So I remember hearing a few years back that once you have Tommy John, there's a higher chance that you're gonna have to get it again, and that average is like 8 years. Every like 8 years, you'll have to do it again. So this is something that teams look at. They feel like kids they're having them in high school and coming into college and stuff. So it's like, well, if we draft this kid a few years from now, he's gonna probably need it again. DeGrom, it's been like 13 years since he had his surgery. So if you're almost doubling the average span of needing to get that replaced, like I think it's almost inevitable, and I'm curious to see if we do see Jacob DeGrom again ever perform at the same level that he did, because he's one of those guys that he always says it, like he comes back and he tries to throw as hard as he can, and he doesn't know how to pitch if he's not throwing as hard as he can, and that's just a recipe for blowing that shoulder and the elbow out.
And
So I think it is possibly one of the what ifs because I do agree with you, Faber, that if he, doubled his playing time or even just played another 3 or 4 full years healthy, he's in the conversation with Nolan Ryan, with Cy Young, with some of those greats. Um, but I don't know if he's necessarily there because of the longevity and the respect you have to get because of the accolades he wasn't able to achieve for not being there for that long.
and I
That's just a baseball
yeah,
historian side
and
of it.
and I want to bring up another point. I just want to start by saying DeGrom, I still love him. I mean, what he gave to my franchise was, I can't, my childhood, I loved him. I mean, I literally, Nick went to college with me. He knows how much I love DeGrom. I mean, dude, he was my favorite player ever. And it sucks to see him go, but, you know, now I'm going to look at it like this. I'm happy it happened because we're going to be saved in the future. I am very interested to see how the Rangers deal with this contract slash situation because what do you do? Do you move DeGrom to the bullpen? Do you move DeGrom to become maybe the most elite closer of all time? Maybe a guy that can pitch 2 to 3 innings to close a game? I think they have to think about other ways to use DeGrom because at a point, yeah, you're giving him all this money and you're paying him as a starting pitcher, but another year or two that goes by and he's not starting games, what are you going to do? Eat the whole contract? I mean, I think already they're brainstorming of what they're going to do with him because he clearly can't pitch a full season. Clearly, I mean, what there's the proof is right there in front of you. He cannot pitch a full season. So let's see how they use him. He's going to pitch again, but he's going to get hurt again. So are they going to use him as a reliever, as a close? I don't know. I
I kind
don't.
of like that idea. I didn't think about it that way. I'm
I
just
like
curious
the
to see how he would
closer.
adjust to
I
it.
like the
Yeah.
I
I
like the
think as a
closer
closer role,
idea.
that be
Yeah, I really think that's something that they have to consider, and then they wouldn't get because they committed so. Think about it. They committed 30 million plus a year to him. You can't just put him as a closer right now. But you can't do that. But like I said, another year or two go by, and he's still hurt, and nothing's changed. He's a closer. He's got to be.
I think they could do it sooner rather than later. If he's hurt all year and he's coming back, I mean it could look like kind of how the Yankees have done in the past with guys like they did it with Nestor. They've done it with like King. If they're hurt and coming back and they're not fully stretched out, hell, if he's stretched out for 2 innings, you can give me all you got. And like we were talking about earlier, those Rangers make a spot. If they can get 6, 7 innings out of their other guys, and then he can come in and lock down every other night or every third day, I mean, that could be elite, and that could be, I mean, who knows? Maybe he really gets a wild hair up his ass and he turns into the next Madison Bumgarner and just, says, I'm going to start this game and then come out and close the next one. And, give it all you got. If he does that one time and blows it after that, might be worth that contract.
I mean, if it's in the World Series, I mean, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but he could be a recipe to get you there.
I mean, yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's going to be a fine line between getting to the playoffs and him performing in the playoffs. So,
He's the same as Trout and Otani out in LA. Got to get him there.
it's true.
Can the rest of the team get him there?
Yeah, it's true.
Same with half
All
of the
right.
Yankees, honestly. Giancarlo's got to
Yeah.
Giancarlo won't be there till the end.
He's coming back though, right? Until
Yeah,
he gets
soon.
hurt again.
And Donaldson,
Exactly.
bro.
No, I think he's gonna be gone soon. I think they're doing some like Troy Tulowitzki stuff. He's gonna never be seen again. Never play another game.
I thought he
Hopefully.
said he was going to be in a starter role when he got back.
And when he's gonna come back, there's no timetable.
Really? I thought I read something that he was coming back, and when he comes back, he's in a starter role full time.
Francisco Alvarez! Woo! Let's go! I just want to go back to saying one thing. We were talking about elite young catchers. Francisco Alvarez is right up there with Adley Rutschman as one of the greatest young catchers to ever play. Oh my God.
Bro, you are the funniest dude ever.
That's hilarious.
Sorry.
How's
You
Gary
were,
Sanchez?
bro, don't say sorry. That was funny. I'm gonna text you guys the first picture. This one
Are you gonna
should
put it
be
in a group
pretty.
chat?
Yeah, I'm putting. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Oh, Shohei Ohtani.
See.
That one's
So
cake.
should I share my
That
screen? So should
one's cake.
that one's cake.
Didn't
That
was it
one's
too
cake.
fa- Was it too quick
Faber,
for you,
did you
Faber?
get that quick?
I-
Faber, did you get that?
Right away. I just didn't.
Okay. No, I mean, did you get the message quick?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm sending the next one.
Ooh, Paul Goldschmidt.
It is
Oh,
Paul Goldschmidt.
Let's go! Let's go! Goldie!
Damn.
That's funny as fuck.
Cap, it looks like Derek Carr.
I'm
Oh, come on.
I sent it.
Oh, I know who that is. That's
Ryan? Wait.
no, it's not Cabrian. It's the guy that plays next to him. It's O'Neal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's O'Neal Cruz. Yep.
O'Neal Cruz.
Uh-huh.
You were
Alright,
close.
I got three
Yeah.
more. Which one do I show first? I'll show this. I'll show this one.
I'll
Pete Alonso!
It is.
I thought it was, and then I waited for a second. I let Faber have a shot at it.
All right. These next two might be
I
tough.
threw that forward from a mile away.
I just sent it.
Cody Bellinger?
Nope.
No. Hold on. Fuck.
I feel like it's
Well,
a tough one.
Yeah.
that one is.
Is it? Are we gonna? I feel like it's a pitcher.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Just give us a.
Yeah, we need a hint here.
You want a hint?
Like,
All right.
not like a
He
crazy.
is a pitcher.
Is he a starting pitcher? Can I get
He
a
is a starting pitcher.
Damn, this is.
He is a
well,
starting pitcher
give
on
me a
an
league.
AL team.
Huh.
He's a starting pitcher on one of our two favorite teams, whoever's one of ours too.
Okay, don't give us any more hints.
Okay. It's Hathead.
Is it? It's not David. It's a. I don't know. Come on, your team.
No, I think it's a Met.
Right? Really?
If it's a Yankee, I'm gonna be really kicking
I'm gonna be
myself.
pissed if it's a Met because I'm.
Is it?
Hold
It's
on.
not. It's not Clay Holmes.
Don't say it. Who?
Okay.
I'm going
It's
to the
it's
Met.
not Clay Holmes.
It's not
Is
Clay
it
Holmes.
Oh, it's Verlander.
It's not
It's
Verlander.
Verlander.
It's not Verlander.
What?
It's a starter.
It's a starter. A good starter.
It's not Garrett. It's not Max.
It's not Mac. It's not Kodai. It's.
Why don't you name everyone but?
It's a Met. McGill?
No.
I don't know who the other
He's
Met
a
starters are.
Yankee. He's a Yankee.
He's
Wait,
not.
what?
He's not a Met. I was like, come on, bro. Oh,
Bro.
Come on.
Wait.
wait.
It's not Nestor. It's not Garrett.
It's not Montas.
It's not Montas. It's not Rodon. Is it Rodon?
It is
Rodon hasn't
Rodon.
He hasn't pitched a game. Come
Who
on.
cares? Who cares?
Okay.
Who cares?
Okay, you're right. Fair, fine. I was thinking of guys that had pitched this year. I'm like, we haven't had. I was like, what?
All right,
Okay, that's fair.
All right, I'm gonna say the next one. Maybe this one's quick.
That's Clayton.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought this would be obvious.
I thought it was Clayton Kershaw.
Come on, it's the flow, man.
Garrett Cole.
Nah.
Garrett's hair's not that long.
What the fuck?
Dude, they always have hats on.
I know it's tough.
Dansby.
It is. It is
Yeah.
Dansby.
I was
It is
thinking.
Dansby.
I was stuck thinking pitchers. I was stuck
There
thinking
you
pitchers.
go.
Bro.
All right. All right. I got one more for you
Okay,
guys.
we evened it out there.
I got one more.
Oh, okay.
This
Thought
one's
that was
worth.
it.
This one's worth 1,000 points.
Wait, are we even right now?
Yeah.
I think
Oh
so.
shit! Oh shit! It's the tiebreaker
This
too.
is for the marbles.
Fuck. Make it hard, bro. Or not hard,
Oh.
but like.
I already have them, so it's like
Will Smith?
nope.
No.
Fuck.
That's kind of hard. Who is this? This is.
Ay, vey, me.
This is harder. Bro, what?
I'm gonna have to. I gotta.
Can we get a position?
Outfield.
Mm, is he a starter?
He is a
Yeah,
starter.
if he would have. No way he's picking a non-starter.
Well, he picked someone that hasn't pitched all year.
True.
Oh, what's
one of-
the guy's name?
Oh, Kyle Tucker? No.
No. What's that guy's name? The left Winker? No, not Winker.
Oh, it's not Winker.
It's not Winker.
Springer?
Not Springer.
It's not Springer. It's not Springer. That was
All right. I'll give you a hint. I
Yelich?
just did this one while you guys were talking because I was just like because I wanted to be a troll.
Francisco Alvarez? That's not him. No.
Mm-mm.
You want it to be a troll?
What?
He's on an
Oh.
NL team.
Wait, why are you good at this? Petey? What's the?
It's a big player, like a big name player.
John Carlo? No.
Well,
No,
shut the fuck up.
I'm just. I know. That was
He has. You want one more hit?
Yeah.
He has won an MVP.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody
I
Bellinger.
already guessed Cody. Oh, I thought I get.
Come on. No.
You guessed it. You guessed it for
Yeah, I
Dansby
guessed it
Swanson
earlier.
or
Yeah,
something like that. So then
yeah.
so then right when you said it, I did it.
I guessed it for Rodon.
Right. Yep. Right. Yes. Right when when you
Ah.
said it, I did a
Damn it.
Cody Bellinger one.
Damn it.
Look at favor.
Fuck.
That was funny.
That was a good one. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't have given you Pete. Shit.
That's